Right, there's a video for a Land Rover Freelander. This is a 2.2 TD4 GS model. The car's registered PF57XSR. Mileage at the start of this brief road test, is 99,685 miles. The reason we do the road tests is basically because we're selling to customers from all over the near continent and the extremes of the UK. We just want you to be able to see the vehicles in operation prior to coming to see us, just so you know that the cars are good, or if there's any issues I can let you know about them. Also worth pointing out that the road tests are done on exactly the same roads as you'll do it yourself if you come to see the car and you're interested in buying it, so it should be more than representative of what you'll experience yourself. What I try and do on the road tests is basically do the same as you'll do yourself and just get a feel for the car and just try and report back, you know, what I can sense from the car itself. Starting with the engine, very sweet engine. Just a little bit of background to our company. We predominantly sell Japanese cars, Honda, Toyota, Lexus notably, and so Honda CR-Vs, Toyota RAV4s. So we don't get a lot of the Land Rover product in, but very pleasantly surprised by just how nicely the car drives. Engine is very smooth. There's no strange noises. There's no warning lights on the dashboard relating to the engine or anything else for that matter. But you know what I can't really get across on the videos, just how sweet and free revving, but also how quick the thing is. It absolutely belts along, which isn't always the case with an automatic gearbox. You know, they don't always go well together, but this does drive, you know, I have to say, astonishingly well. It's a very nice car to drive. Obviously that leads me onto the auto box. Very sweet shifting, no clonks, no bangs, no indecision. You know, it feels that it drives exactly as it should. What I'll do when I exit this roundabout, I probably won't now because the car's going right in front of me. I was just going to put my foot down a little bit just to try and give a demonstration of just how responsive this thing is. You know, so this isn't from experience, so I can't say this is good, bad or otherwise, but you know, I'd have to imagine there's not many to drive. Just put my foot down there, really sweet revving, just picks up the revs beautifully, almost gets smoother as the revs build up. It's kind of one of those engines, it doesn't get harsh, and it's very quiet indeed. As I'm driving along, steering I can't sense anywhere in it at all. Very direct, very nice steering actually. There's no clonks or bangs from under the car from the suspension. All seems very tight indeed. You know, you'd expect with, you know, nudging 100,000 miles, the cars have a slight looseness about it given the age of the vehicle, but I can't detect a thing. It's just it drives bullet straight. The steering, there's no vibration. Track's absolutely spot on. You know, cannot fault in that sense. I'm just going to give the brakes a bit of a jab as well. Lovely brake pedal, nice and solid. The reason I do that, well, I do them on all cars, but especially on autos, because the brakes take more punishment. And there's no pulsing through the brake pedal, there's no vibration through it either. It suggests the brakes are in very nice order and it pulls up nice and straight there. As I'm driving at speed, also listening out for kind of wind noises that, you know, shouldn't really be there, which would suggest that, you know, you might have a windscreen badly fitted or a seal gone on the window. But again, no, it's very refined indeed, I have to say. Inside the car, so we've not validated the vehicle at this stage, in very good condition, and I have to say, compared to the early generation Freelanders, I'm not a Land Rover expert, so please don't shout at me, but certainly the first ones back in, I'm guessing, from 98 through to 2000 and whatever it was, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, build quality is in an absolutely different league. There's not a squeak or rattle from inside the car. Even over bumps, no creaks or groans. I mean, the old ones were like Fisher-Price toys. They were appallingly made. But this does seem a totally different product. You know, quite often you hear manufacturers saying, they've sorted build quality out, and you know, they're built better than they were, and then 5 years down the line they're just as bad as the old one. But this, you know, unless we've got a particularly brilliant example, feels very solid. Outside today we've got a real rarity, a really genuinely hot summer's day. It's currently 26 degrees outside. It's humid as hell, and the air conditioning in here is pumping out ice cold air. It's absolutely perfect. You know, but so the point of this road test, as much as anything else, is just to give you kind of a bit of a feedback for a feel. So if you're going to be coming a long way and got in and thought, oh no, it just drives like, you know, rattly old car, it feels horrible and loose, doesn't feel as though it's been particularly well cared for. Well, this is kind of the other end of the scale. A gentleman that bought a Lexus from us, and clearly looks after his cars really rather well. Very keen motorsport enthusiast, knows his cars, knows his engineering, and you know, he's obviously kept right on top of this car, because it's, you know, as much as I do these videos to help promote the business, quite clearly, I'm not going to pretend we don't. That's obviously why we do it. It's also to be honest about the cars, and if there's any issues on the vehicle, then I can tell you about them prior to you coming to us. But I can find nothing on this car in terms of the drive of the vehicle that I've had in this, so the briefest of road tests, to suggest anything other than that it drives absolutely superbly. Obviously, if I've missed anything out on the road test, then don't hesitate, do give us a call, and we'll be more than happy to sort of find out any details that you may need to know about the car, but most of it is listed in the advert of for the vehicle itself. Coming back in now, so if ever you're coming to us, you know you're getting close to us, because there's a sign on the road that says cafe open. There's a cafe down here, but Talk with Business Park is where we're located, so it's lovely quiet test drives for people. There's, you know, it's a different world to where we used to be in terms of location, and making it a lot more pleasurable for test drive. But that ends the video. I hope it's been of help to you.